Okay, testing. Give me a second, guys. One sec. Okay. Sorry, I was making sure a certain output was correct. Please let me know if my mic is too loud or too soft, and I will be sure to adjust it. Give me a minute. I am running late, if you guys can't tell. I had to do a lot of random things on the fly. So, yeah. One second, let me calibrate. Calibrate. But yes, so hi, how are all y'all doing? Hopefully everyone is doing a-okay. Hopefully everyone is doing a-okay, and everyone is having a very, very happy Monday. Sorry for the Steam sounds. I have to turn stuff on and turn stuff in, and yeah. I'm totally not behind, you're behind. Okay, V-Bridger. Doing good, tired. I am also actually, no, dude. I was actually locked in. Unironically, I think I am extremely locked in. Which is good. Okay. So, hi. Hi. So, let me just, let me say hello to some people. So, hello Ty, hello Pokemon, hello Cogs, right? Thank you so much for subscribing. It's always appreciated, and thanks for being here for 6 months. Hello TMKTK, hello Border Stuff. Hello Brink, hello Stray Crow, hello Mobile Armor, hello Sparky Beardy, welcome back. Hello Wolf with Sword, good to see you. Slash. And hello, Winted. And I think that's everyone. And hello Topocato. So welcome in. I'm going to eat the candy. Not late this time. I'm going to eat the candy that Pokemon was so nice to redeem for me. And talk a bit. Because I am rushed, for lack of a better word. Okay. Did anyone do anything super exciting with their weekend? Because I did everything I was supposed to do over the entire weekend in 5 minutes. Or more like 14 minutes, but that's okay. Delicious. I'm just eating a nerd's rope. Pay no attention to me. Okay. I'm chewing. Hold on. I'm so sorry. Oh wait, who's your Oshi? I snapped a ball joint and I'm so sorry to hear that. Are you making something Pi Day themed? No, maybe I could. Wait, Hamon Rice graduating? But she hasn't even streamed that long, dude. She hasn't even streamed that long. How is she graduating? Feels bad, man. Okay. Last bite, and then we're good. Don't pay attention to me. Please eat candy. I'm going to college. Oh, dang. Okay. Alright, so I did have a slightly busy weekend, but today we are going to be continuing making monsters with hardware. So again, the general idea for those of you who hold on. I want to turn down the music slightly. It's a bit loud for me. Okay. I think that's a bit better for me, at least. I'm not sure what I'll do for Pi Day this year. I have not done before. I don't know. You could do pretty much anything. Also, welcome back, TMKDK. And hello, Meridian. Nodders. Okay. So, as I was kind of getting at, we need to essentially make different methods for you guys to train your monsters. So, I found something that I was looking for over the weekend. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with it, but I found a certain something. This is looking pretty good. Right? Garchomp? Wait, why are you just putting Garchomp? But yes, so the plan, Toasty, yes. The plan is to utilize, as I was saying before, the temperature sensor on this guy. So we're essentially going to harvest it and see what we can get working. I don't know the specific context, but those can be pretty useful for herself. I love your pizza recipe. Wait, there was a pizza recipe? Oh, darn. Anywho. I just need to take a nice deep breath. Totally not nervous. You guys are nervous. Hand warmers? We're making thermite? No? I hope that's not how thermite's made. We're not making thermite. The hand warmers. Make and run a Monte Carlo simulation which approximate pi and let it run until approximation is good to k digits. I could make that on the fly pretty okay. I think that would take me... Well, you know, Jane, you know what? And also, hello, Jane. You know what, Jane? You know what? I think I could make a pretty good Monte Carlo simulation in MATLAB. And then graph the points as they are being simulated. I think that would be pretty funny. But I don't have MATLAB, so I'm not going to. But, anywho. I do not remember when I shared that, but I'm glad. You liked it? Yes. Too boring would have to be physical. Ooh, how could I make a physical Monte Carlo? I could make a physical Monte Carlo. I think I could definitely make a physical Monte Carlo. That would take a very long time, though. Like, that would take me I mean, it wouldn't take me a super long time, but it would take me a while. Okay. Ori, for context, Brink sent me a pizza recipe privately, and it was delicious. You should ask him for the recipe, but I don't cook, is the counterpoint. But yes. Okay. So, given that we have these guys here, or hopping into it, we have our singular... I have no idea what Monte Carlo is besides the car in the city. Oh, so a Monte Carlo refers to, like, the casino, I believe, in Monte Carlo, and it generally refers to simulating the output of a event many times over. So, like, if I wanted to roll a dice, and I wanted to find out the distribution of certain data when given parameters. So, like, if I rolled 2d6, or d6 dice, I could run a Monte Carlo to essentially check, like, the outcomes of it and see how the data is distributed. Of course, you don't necessarily have to do that for something that can be solved analytically, or, like, purely math-wise, but it is useful for things that you cannot 100% calculate. So it's good for simulation. So that's what a Monte Carlo roughly is off the top of my head. But yes. So this guy has both a temperature and a axis. Not axis, a gyrometer in it, and we will be utilizing both today, hopefully. Keyword hopefully. So the idea, okay, let me kind of pitch the idea of the different training things, okay? Okay. Let me see if you guys like the idea, okay? Okay, so imagine you have three different training areas, okay? So you have three different training areas. You have the math question training area or the intelligence training area. You have the centrifugal force, like the astronauts train. How the astronauts train, like with the centrifugal force thing. You know that, like, I don't know what it's called. But essentially it spins you around in a circle very quickly. What is the word for that? But anyways, so one of those is going to be over here. And on our last one, we are going to have a spa. So the idea is that centrifuge. Okay, yeah, that's a fair way of putting it. Hold on, let me make sure this guy's straight. A centrifuge, yeah. Well, okay. G-force training, yes. So essentially, your little monster is either going to undergo centrifuge training, it's going to undergo undergo intelligence training, and then it's going to get to chill in the spa. By chill, I mean bake. And by all those scores together, you will hopefully get something. And yes, that is the idea. So in order to do that, what I think we'll need... So I could attach a DC motor and full send, but I think that's a very, 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 very bad idea to just attach this guy to a DC motor and full send. So I think we'll keep it a specific, like, speed. So, welcome back to the channel, Mr. Stepper Motor. You know him. You love him. So we will be using a stepper motor probably for the centrifugal portion. We are going to be using the hand warmers for the spa. Also, I have no idea how these work, by the way. I've never used hand warmers in my life. You don't have to warm your hands underwater. Sits quietly, too scared to speak again. Wait, why are you scared to speak again? To reduce the risk of serious burns. Wait, how bad is this, guys? Wait, how bad is this thing? Hello. Hello, Gracefully Insane. You're gonna love hand warmers, extra toasty. I suppose so. Chemical reaction is actually not too bad. But yes, so we are going to make a little spa out of hand warmers, and then we are also going to make our little quizzy bowl place. So let's go ahead and start with the stepper motor, because that's the easiest thing to get started with. And in between that, we'll switch back and forth between code here and there. So yeah, that is the general idea. I hope you guys are okay with that. If not, I don't know. They're chemical warmers, 105 usually for a set time. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these guys attached. So I'm going to need the image. If not, the exit is that way. No, don't like... Listen. Don't go. If not, too bad. Well, no, if not, I'm open. I'm always open to additional options. Okay, so did you manage to check out any of the demos at Next Fest or question mark? No, I did not have an opportunity to see any of the demos. Unfortunately, I am a very busy noodle. Or kind of busy noodle. I say that, but like my entire... Oh, hey Maple, welcome in. My entire weekend wasn't that busy, I just was unproductive. Anyways, so if you see the colors here, they match on our diagram, and we will need to set up over here, over in this guy. Why are you bonking me? What did I do to deserve the bonk, bro? So, over on this side, you'll see the B minus, B plus, A minus, A plus, and that's what we have to go ahead and get those plugged in and set up. So that's what we're going to do real quick. Shouldn't take too long, as we have used this device many times before. Replace like 6, what? Oh, hydration. Oh, also, I did finally replace the little, the redeem thingy. So at least we have that going for us now. There are many things that have been replaced that I have not told you guys about yet. And many things in progress, perhaps. I thought that was new. It is new. It is in fact new. Okay. And thank you for the hydration. I did hydrate. Right. Just gonna attach this guy. Candy, not chocolate. I'm on mobile, so those things are small and blocky. Oh, dude, I should have made it more accessible. I'm sorry, I didn't want it to take up, like, a large chunk of the screen. Because I was worried about it. Anywho. And also, hello, Milk. Can you share what you ate today? Yes, I can share what I ate today. So, I ate a chicken biscuit, 2 hash browns, and a iced coffee, an orange juice, and a sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin thing. Is that a normal daily question? No, I don't think so. We got a fancy chicken biscuit. Yes, we got a chicken biscuit. Guys, not 24 crackers. No, not 24 crackers. Thank you, Meridian. Okay. No, I did not eat 24 crackers, guys. I don't know why you think I would eat 24 crackers. Like, that would be cringe. That would be cringe. Posture's good, thank you. Why noi? You know, because it would be weird chant, too. Is the hand patting you right now? No, not at the moment. Only 24. Yes, only 24. So, Maple, the 24 crackers are 6 packs of Belvita breakfast crackers, if you know what those are. Like, they were blueberry, Belvita breakfast crackers, and I ate 6 of them in a single sitting, and just, like, chugged them with water. Like, I was... Like, I don't know. Like, I was a good noodle. I don't know, Chief. I don't know how to put that into better words. Commands are going to need to be isolated, and we're going to need to drop this guy over. 24 would be kind of crazy. Oh, 24 would be actually dangerous. 6 of them is fine. I'm pretty sure that goes against the Geneva suggestions, perhaps. Okay. So I'm also going to, now that we have these in, we are going to have to do some soldering today. Hopefully not too much. As I don't know. I'm not huge on well, I am huge on soldering. I'm just not huge on what we're about to do. Which is, I need some perf board. We need just a tiny little bit of perf board. Dangerous because of volume, not content. What do you mean by volume? Did you know if you ate basically 10,000 of anything, you'd probably pass? Okay. Okay, I just need something small. Really just as small as possible is what we need. 24 Belvita crackers would be incredibly filling. Keep in mind I eat all my food for the day in a single sitting, Maple. The crackers would expand in your stomach. Perhaps, perhaps. It's okay. Anyways, I need to get this guy cut. I will probably just... Honestly, I kind of wish I could use... I wonder if we can get away with using a breadboard. But I don't think we can at these at this wattage. So, yeah, no, I'm just gonna cut it. I'm impressed you don't have any Bro, I eat like McDonald's or fast food every day. Like the odds that I like, to be fair, if I eat like if I eat fast food every day, like my digestion has to be something. The body can adjust to a lot given time, exactly. Also, they're like digestive biscuits, are they not? Like they're meant to be eaten en masse. Might get away with 10,000 grains of rice. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I just need this as small as possible. I'll go with like 3 rows. Okay. Your choice of cutlery scares me a bit. Yeah, me too. Bye-bye. There we go. Apologies. Anyways, we have our little board there. I should probably sand this down a little. Now I'm curious what your most that was loud, cutting edge tech. Listen, it is cutting edge tech. You guys are just mad. I feel like that could go very wrong. I feel like that could go very wrong one day. Realistically, it's definitely not suggested. I'm not overly worried. I'm not sure what would go wrong in that situation. Sorry, just sanding this guy down so I don't get cut whenever I use it. Okay, there we go. Well, I'm sure you have eye protection, right? I mean, I was looking away, and I have glasses on. So realistically, like, yes, I'm fine. Sounds like a quality PCB with such a loud bang. Exactly, so no. Safety squints. What do you mean? Wait, why are glasses not sufficient? Why are polycarbonate glasses not sufficient as eye pro? Please describe to me why. Because I wear those nerdy glasses, bro, okay? I wear nerdy glasses that cover, like, more than, like, you know, cover a big area. Modern day glasses are actually technically classified as safety glasses by OSHA. Less coverage, safety glass, show us then. I'm not gonna show you my I don't want to show you my glasses, bro. I don't want to show you my glasses. Also, I'm not sure if, like, they're dirty at the moment, or, like, the lenses are dirty or something. And then you guys are just going to be like, oh, glasses are bad. Hold on. Give me a second. I can't see. I can't see. Give me a second. I'm taking off my glasses. I can't see without my glasses. But that's okay. As the kids say, I can't see without my glasses. Also, I don't want to accidentally, like, dox. It's fine. Like, these are the glasses I wear. Okay. They're glasses. Anyways, moving on. They aren't soda pop lenses, are they? This isn't even considering 2 pieces of safety. Yes, they are good glasses. I've used glasses like that. Very comfortable glasses. Exactly, exactly. Anyways, soldering. I need to solder the ground and power for this. Librarian glasses. Does that really surprise you guys that I have librarian glasses? Like, I'm kind of... Back in school... Okay, guys, can I It's not like an actual confession. It's not an actual confession. It's a slightly... It may be a slight confession. Can I give a slight confession? I was expecting either those or big rounded wireframes. Yeah, so back when I first got glasses... Yeah, so back when I first got glasses, guys, I got these circular ones. I got, like, ones that my model has, except, like, bigger. So I could see like everything out of it, but like they were like those circular ones that were that looked absolutely terrible. They looked absolutely terrible. But I did wear them for way too long. Harry Potter glasses, exactly. You know, I was actually just Moaning Myrtle from Harry Potter. That was actually me. Wait, do I look like Moaning Myrtle? Wait, Ty, are you here? Ty, are you here? If Ty's here, she can answer if I look like Moaning Myrtle. Oh gosh, what if she says yes, I do? Wait, do I look like Moaning Myrtle? I don't think I do. Ty's always here. Well, that's true. Anyways, soldering. Ground power. Okay, so I just need to make sure this guy has a common ground. So it should be good to just set up our helping hands and then send it from there. Ty's omnipresent. Yes, I was here. No, I don't think you look like Moaning Myrtle. Okay, who do I look like? I mean, that's such a weird question to ask of my mod, of Ty, my friend, my good friend Ty. Sometimes Ty is half here because she's streaming. Yeah. I don't know like what person you can say I look like. Careful, Ori. Wait, why? Why do I have to be careful? Also, am I supposed to do it this way? Maybe this way makes more sense. Okay. I think you look like... I'm not sure how to answer that. When is she careful? I'm always careful. That's why I have band-aids on my desk, because I'm always careful. Okay. I'm going to need a solution for this. I'm going to need a male to female and 2 male to males, I think. Alright. Yeah, safety at least always third. Exactly. Listen, guys, if safety is not third, you will only get you'll only get 3 yachts. Yes. From what Ty has told... Guys will never figure it out. Alright. Feel like that took a bit to say. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean. But anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy soldered. Wait, Ty, you didn't, like, tell Cogs, like, information, right? Right? You wouldn't, right? You took a while to finish your sentence earlier. Yeah, it's because it takes me a while to think, dude. I'm not that smart, unfortunately. No, I've told no one anything but what you've seen. Okay. I see. Anyways, we're also going to need a male to female cable. 2 male to females? Male to male for this connector, and then a male to female for this one, and a male to male for the other. No. Okay. And we just have to make sure that these guys are attached. So it should be pretty easy. So technically true, she didn't tell us anything. Exactly. Good. Okay. What terrible thing beyond man-made comprehension should we talk about today, by the way? Like, what totally out-of-pocket thing should we talk about? '80s movies? I don't really know any '80s movies. Oh, that's not true. Once I was forced to watch, Breakfast Club? I don't know any of these movies. War Games? No, I've never seen War Games. I'd like to talk about how you convinced me to watch Evangelion without warning me about the ending. Wait, which ending? Or without spoiling, like, are you talking about end of Evangelion, or are you talking about the, like, which part of Evangelion was it? No, I've not seen Terminator. I've only seen one episode of Star Wars, and it was not one of the original trilogy. And then I need another male to male. Preferably a ground color, though. I can make do. Okay, let's get this guy connected. I'm kind of sad now. Wait, why are you kind of sad? I've been told I look like Nicholas Hoult and Nile Red. Okay, wait. Do you ever get bored of life after 384 years? Maybe. Who doesn't get a little bored, though? It's all about finding things that you're interested in, right? Okay. Okay, Ty. Wait, no, that's never mind. Let's not play stupid games to win stupid prizes, shall we? Let's not play stupid games and win stupid prizes. Anyways, I just gotta make sure these things are grounded on each other, or connected. So we're just gonna flow some solder. Oh my gatos. That should be good. I have no idea what you mean by that. Anywho, I assume you look like your model? Well, yeah, it is me. I totally look like my model. The fins and everything. Okay. So again, I just wanted a shared common ground that we're going to have to use, because if we do not ground it properly, the signals that we're using won't be correct. Also, I kind of want this slightly lower, but it's okay. That's okay. Sometimes it EMPs the music, you know. I believe you have a horn? They're fins. Wait, they're not horns, they're fins. Midnight, they're fins. They're fins, bro. Those are fins. Yeah, they're fins, right? I hope they're fins. Okay. Connector. Have you ever been part of school play? Yes, I have been. I didn't do drama, but I was in a school play, yes. I can't see the side. Yeah, they're supposed to be fins. Tell us? I mean, the play wasn't very exciting. It was some random play. The reason why I didn't go into it is because it was some, like, random play in 5th grade that doesn't really, that I said, like, 2 lines in. So I'm not really gonna count that. Anyways, I need to... Okay, so this is going to attach... Then this guy attaches. The thespian? Exactly. I see. Sorry to offend you. No, it's okay. Don't worry about offending me. I am pretty hard to actually offend. However, though, if you ever do cross me, there'll be heck to pay. But don't worry. It takes a lot to actually make me angry at something. Like, it takes a lot to make me angry at something. Difficulty? Yes. Oh, dude. But when it comes down to it, by the way, if you ever do, unfortunately, like, make me legitimately angry, and I've only been legitimately angry, like, 3 or 4 times in my entire life, probably. None of them on stream, obviously. I am the type of person who would, smile. Anyways. Ground VCC. This guy's going to be held. Okay. So that's going to make that a common ground. So again, we are going to establish a common ground, so our signals are good. I should put it on this guy. Okay. And again, we are just currently trying to make our centrifugal force thing. The whole I have a special set of skills and I will find you meme won't be much of a meme anymore if you make Ori mad. No, I would never. It takes about 3 crowns to make Ori angry. It takes about 3 crowns to make me, like, salty, but not actually angry. Again, like, angry is only if you, like, messed with someone in, like, my family or, like, a very close friend or other thing. It is very difficult to make me angry. How many hippos / us? Okay, let's not get too crazy. And then I'm gonna need 1 more mountain mail. Let's see. I can just make my own, or we could just use a common. One of my greatest fears. I don't want her to... I don't hate you, Cogs. Why do you keep saying that I hate you? There is no one in this community I hate. I can promise you that. Sparks killed an orange hippo for your sake. Okay. I didn't ask for a hippo to be killed for my sake. I appreciate the kill, though, I guess. I feel like killing in the name of for others is not good, though. Anyways. So the ground's gonna be shared. This guy's gonna be shared. Then we need our command and control. Okay. So next, I'm going to need... I'm gonna need more grounds, actually. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a bit more... I'm gonna have to do a tiny bit more soldering. And just get these guys together with some other grounds. Actually, technically, I only need 2. 1, 2... We should be able to get away with this. Also, Dieter from Sprunknets. Hello, Dieter. I don't know... I don't recognize your name. But welcome. Hallowed be thy Ori. Yes, hallowed be thy name. Anyways, I'm gonna need this. So right now I am setting up our ground signals. We'll divide here, I guess. Okie dokie. It's good that you tend to stay positive and look for common ground. I can't tell if that's a joke for me, like, currently working on ground, or just trying to be positive in general, but I appreciate it, Jean. Anyone who's watched the... what? XDX. Wait, is XDX not a thing? Wait, can someone do XDX? Is it capital XDX? Huh. Oh yeah, my oxygen supply... Uh-oh. 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 XDXX, perhaps? Wait, could someone try XDXX, perhaps? Wait, what did you do, Ty? XDDDD. XDDDD, okay. I see. Okay, anyways, I need to... I should be focusing. Anyways, grounds and other things. Okay, so right now I am setting up the grounds. So if you take a look at this guy here, you'll see the minuses or grounds are here, the 3rd one, and the 5th one. So that's what we need to, yes. Yes. Dude, I love that little cat guy. He's so cute. He's so cute whenever he's dancing. Anyways, let's go ahead and get the rest. Let's go ahead and get these guys in. Let's see. What else has been new? Oh. Okay. I'm kind of curious. Pet the mods, yes. So what you making? So we are trying to make a... We're trying to make a monster simulator thing. So we're trying to essentially let chat make their own monsters with various different methods of training them. So right now we are trying to work on the centrifugal force part. So it's going to go into like, you know, like the NASA spinny thing that just like goes like vroom around in a circle. It's like that. So it like vrooms around in a circle. And it's a CIA torture facility for ants. No, it's not. Then there's going to be like a little like intelligence training area. Hey Sideri, welcome in. Hello. So there's going to be a little intelligence training area, and then there's also going to be like a spa-ish area to train. Yeah, that's the ideas. Those are the general ideas of the position. We'll have to see how it actually goes. I'm not sure how long this is going to take to complete. Can I make a monster by being mean to them and so it grows up so it puts me in a... Okay. Monka. Monka. That's a-okay. Oh yeah, so I'm still not sure, guys, if I want to do, like... I'm still not sure if I want to do a anniversary stream. I know I should. However, comma... However, comma... you know, it's just... It's difficult, for a lack of a better word, to think of what to do for several hours on end. Also, Maple, what is your Mr. Raccoon? I'm so confused. Just make a cake? I don't know how to make... I mean, I do know how to make a cake, but I'm not 100% sure. Don't worry about it, Maple. Then try to make popcorn. Last time I tried to make popcorn, there was a fire. I'd prefer not to do that. Petition for an anniversary celebration. Make a machine to let chat make cake. Trying to think if I could make a machine to let you guys eat the cake. Oh, I can make a machine that could blow out the candles. That's no problem. Though doing it last minute, so I mean, I do everything last minute, so I guess I shouldn't be scared. Okie dokie. Chat, flower, fire, big boom. Yeah, no, I'm not going to let you guys do that part at least. Okie dokie. The last time Ori tried to make popcorn wasn't even on stream. That is true. The last time I tried to make popcorn wasn't even on stream and I still caught it on fire. But that's okay. I am a very skilled individual. I'll have you know. They totally let me touch things. That's convincing, right? Okay. Should be enough grounds. Okay. So I think this is the only hardware solution that we have to get working, so I'm not super concerned about it. What an odd way to phrase that. Everyone has set popcorn on fire. If they say no, they're lying. I mean, what was your first invention on stream? The first invention that I made on stream was a chat-controlled M&M dispenser. It did work, but it was extremely jank. Like, you guys see this, and like, oh yeah, this is extremely jank. No. No. Dude, I literally used, like, I cut a hole in a pill bottle, and then, like, had a tiny wheel that I made out of, like, plastic and cardboard to slowly vend mini M&Ms, but I didn't have like a proper siphon, so it would just use gravity. Yeah, cardboard, and yeah, it would just kind of spin. It was rough. Wait, also, wait, Sideri and Just Jane, you guys should be friends. You guys should be bestest of friends, you know, nodders, or not. Apologies. Anywho, I need male to female cables for the actuals. Okay. So, lastly, I need to set up the actual signals. So those are going to be what's responsible to look at our GPIOs. So if you take a look at here, you have our plus 5 volts, and plus 5 volts. So that's what we're going to be commanding it with. So let me just get these guys plugged in. And then hopefully it should work. All this thing has to do is spin. I still want to know what the wheel is for. The wheel is for a visual metaphor. The wheel is for a visual metaphor. I've only set a few things on fire. Oh, wait. Okay. I know this is bad for you. But have you guys ever purposely set marshmallows on fire, burned them, then, like, taken off their skin, eaten the, like, burned skin, put it back on the fire, burn it again, take off the burned skin, do it again, and do it again until there's nothing left? Or am I the only one who's ever done that? Yes, yes. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. I am glad that I can call you guys chat. Boy, I'm sure glad I heard the word marshmallow in there. Opposed to what? I still can't believe you took down the VOD of the M&M dispenser. I remember seeing it somewhere. I didn't have the VOD. I actually had an edited video that I made of it. But, I didn't think the quality was up to snuff of what I could, or what could be done. Because, for those of you who do not know, Maple has been editing some stuff for me, and her content far better than my content. I like sentimental stuff like that, though. It's hard for me to... I don't know. I don't want to... On one level, I don't want to necessarily revisit stuff. Oh, also, I'm going to be putting these guys on the GPIO, general purpose input-output pins. So it's going to be on D1, D2, and then D5, I think. I've been doing shorts and making sure all the VODs can... Yes. The original stuff is cool, though. Yes. Again, like, the entire purpose is to make cool stuff. You know, that's like, imagine if the snack dispenser redeem just dispenses M&Ms. So yeah, there was actually a point when I first started streaming that I was like, oh, I'm going to keep these redeems on forever. Against my better judgment. Or not against my better judgment. But, I'm going to keep these redeems on forever, so chat can always give me snack. Or chat can always do X, Y, or Z. That's not a good idea, dude. Probably for, like, the first month and a half of streaming, I did keep the stuff all on, like, as I made it. So there was, like, a Nerf gun redeem that I had. It was super simple, though. It was like a simple Nerf gun redeem, and then there was also the M&M redeem, and then there was also a brain rot detector, and just running everything at once, my desk got extremely cluttered. It was basically impossible. It was basically impossible. Yar. Anywho. Let's see what I'm supposed to do here. What am I supposed to be doing here? I need one more thing plugged in and then we'll be good. Okay. One more wire. Time to get a bigger desk. So that is on the docket, mobile. I've been looking at some desks. And they're expensive, man. I want to get like a nice like work ESD desk. But yeah, I don't know, Chief. I don't know, Chief. They get like like the nicer desk costs like as much as like a model or something, you know? What kind of mat is it that you work on? So I work on like a hobby mat type thing. Hold on. I will show you in just a second. Just get this guy plugged in. Making red beans and rice, baby. No red beans and rice. Yes, it's one of the self-healing mats. It doesn't look very self-healing to me, though, because there are multiple cuts on it, and abrasions, and other things, because, like, you can clearly see, like, abrasions and stuff. But it is meant to, like, I think it's meant for, like, hobby and crafts, typically. It's supposed to be able to heal from small cuts, but it doesn't heal from, like, just giant material. I know there were some huge ESD mat that you can put on your desk. We have some at school. Might be an option. Yes, so you could totally do that, and I would need to ground it properly, which I'm not 100% sure how I could do, but I'm sure I could figure something out. You know, necessity is the mother of invention. Something. Ori taking a katana to it negates the self-healing properties. Exactly. Anywho. So power looks good, this guy looks good, this guy looks good. Let's go ahead and reprogram this guy and see if we can get it working. In second, probably gonna need my keyboard for this. I really need to figure out a better keyboard option. Do you have a katana? No. Dude, Midnight, I don't even have any, like, metal... I don't even have, like, a metal spoon or a metal fork. And the closest thing I have to a metal knife is like this. So, I'm not sure. I have 3 katanas. Very nice. Are they all katanas, or are they, like, nodachis, wakasashis, other devices? There are other names for them depending on their length. I just don't know. Anywho, they're all just katanas. Okay. Tri-wielder. Yes. You're actually Zoro from One Piece. Okay. So, code. We need to get the code. Also, where's the stepper itself? Oh, there it is. Only one is sharp, the other for displays. Only need one more to make a fork. That's true, you could make a fork out of... That'd be a really big fork. Anyways, let's see if we can get this guy spinning. Okie dokie. Need to complete the fork fun first, perhaps. Perhaps not. We don't need a fork fun, though. Okay. What do I need to do right now? I need to open a new sketch and then get the stepper code working. File open. Oh my gosh, it's March. Silverware fund for Ori. Yeah, no, I don't need a silverware fund. At least I don't think I need one. That was something that I potentially wanted to do. Maybe we could salvage together a anniversary stream, perhaps. I really should... Okay. Do I commit? Do we commit to the bit or no? Do we commit to the bit? Do we commit to the bit? Stepper. Womp. 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 As long as it doesn't cause a merge conflict. Okay. Alright, so here's our stepper code. It's just some example code. The only thing that we really need to change here or check is that our step and dir pin are on the correct settings. So 14 is step, dir pin is 4. Dir pin is 4. This looks correct to me. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and upload it and see if it works. There's no reason why it shouldn't work. Again, we do test all of this beforehand. By we do test this all beforehand, I made this one test code like last weekend, so you know. Maybe then I can try foraging. What? Oh, hey, Jove. Welcome in. How are you doing? Alright. Power supply is on, so the power on this guy is on. You can see by the LED indicator. Once it finishes reprogramming, actually, I'm going to turn this guy off until it finishes reprogramming. It should be grounded, so it should be fine, but just to make sure that the flash goes okay. Okay, so let's go ahead and turn this guy on, and you'll see that it's moving. So we do want this to be slightly faster. We do want this guy to be slightly faster. Maybe then I can stream me foraging. That was the closest you've ever gotten to reading my messages, right? Okay, listen, it's hard to read. I've gone over this. I was in speech classes for years. I was in speech classes for years, and then I was also in dyslexia classes. So, you know, life's rough out there for a player, okay? Still working on code for my day job. My condolences. I've never heard any of this. Oh, yes. Shall we tell the story? Oh, wait. I need to turn this guy off while we're reprogramming. And also, I need a better fitting one of these. 1 second. Give me a sec. Okay, if this guy doesn't work, we are going to just switch to one of these guys temporarily. Or I really appreciate you, literate or not. I like stories. Yeah, okay. Okay, so I guess we'll have slight story time while we're debugging this. Okay, so slight story time. Oh, yes, look at this guy go, though. Helicopter, helicopter. Hehehehe. Okay, hold on. Let me see if it can go faster if we, like, put an actually properly fitting guy on this. Okay. Now, what happens if I speed this guy up 10 times? Okay. I mean, when she reads what I say, she doesn't get it wrong. She just uses different words for some reason. Well, occasionally, like, I don't necessarily say the exact words because I don't know. But, okay. So, back, I'm gonna take you back. Taking you guys back to elementary school with me, okay? So, you know, back when I was a little dolphin, little girl with dreams of being good at stuff. Dreams of doing stuff. I don't know. Are you guys okay hearing the story again? People who are not here, or who are here, like, reading chat every so often, you skip every other word and fill in the gaps in order to stay caught up. Yep, that is true. Okay, please don't spit too fast. Okay, that's too fast. 1 second. Whatever, it's okay. I just ignore chat for the most part. I try to read chat as much as possible, and then let them TTS about it. Okay, so as I was saying before, it was 3rd grade, and my school had this thing called Gifted and Talented, okay? Or GT for short. So Gifted and Talented, or GT for short. And it was third grade, and the class was super cool. You got to go to a theme park at the end of the year. You had like special teachers. Like there were just like a whole bunch of benefits from being in that class. So it was like an accelerated course, I guess. Oh, it's still slower than I expected. Hold on. I'm just gonna keep it on 600 RPM. So as it were, I wanted to get into that class, or my mom and I guess my mom wanted me to get into that class. So they made me take a test, okay? And when they make you take this test, it's both a math test, a reading test, a writing test, and an everything test, okay? So I go over, I meet with the GT teacher, and I'm like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. And I take the test, and we're just like talking after, and I go. And then like later that week, I get called to the office, and I'm like, oh, it's happening. I passed the test. Things went well, right? So they take me to like this special little room, and they're like, so Ori, we think you might need extra help. And I'm like, okay. So instead of getting put into the GT class, it's like I get put into speech therapy instead. So I get put into speech therapy for the better part of like for like a year and a half. I get put into speech therapy for both reading and because I can't pronounce like words properly apparently, and just apparently I did so bad on the test, which is great. So 4th grade I get out of it. Yeah, self-confidence destroyed. Yeah, no, my self-confidence was low then. Don't worry, it gets lower. Don't worry, it gets lower. So, alright, yeah, I think that's as fast as we're gonna be able to make it. Hold on. But, so 5th grade rolls around, and it's like my make or break. I have to do it because the GT class goes on the field trip in 5th grade, and they get to go to like the cool theme park. They get to go to like the Disney World, the Disneyland, the Universal, or whatever. And I'm like, oh man, I'm so locked in. I'm gonna take the test. I'm gonna pass it, and things are gonna go well, is what I tell myself. So I take the test. I have to wake up early on like some Saturday morning. I get driven to a test, and I take the test. And I try my darndest, okay? My mom even packed me little snacks. She would pack me like... It was kind of weird, Champ, now that I'm thinking about it. But she would pack me like Cheez-Its in these like little tiny like plastic bags and other things. And then she would also pack me like a frozen water bottle with a towel wrapped around it, or like a dish towel. So I had my snacks, I had my water, I did my absolute best on the test. I'm like, oh yeah, I think I totally nailed this. So, next week I get called into the office. I'm like, oh yeah, I did great on this. And they're like, so Ori, we think you might need some extra help. Again. So they're like, we think that you're dyslexic. So then You know what doesn't even make sense? You know what doesn't even make sense, by the way? And by the way, this is the part that enrages me, okay? I was at least like 3 grade levels above where I was supposed to be for reading. And then they're like, we think you're dyslexic. Like, anyways, whatever. So instead of getting put in GT or whatever, I get put into a special English class where they take you from your normal class and then they shove you. They don't actually shove you, by the way, but they shove you in a closet. So I get like, I go through that, right? And this entire time, like, man, I really should have taken this GT test, man. I really shouldn't have taken this GT test. And even, like, I had to stay in the dyslexic class for, like, well over a year. Or I think it was, like, 2.5 years. And in middle school, dude, like, the elementary school I went to was extremely nice. I've told some stories before about it. It was, like, a state-of-the-art school, kind of weird, champ, but it was very nice. The middle school I went to, not as much. So they put us, for our dyslexic class, there were 4 other students in the class and me. So 5 students total. And they put us into the closet that has rooftop access. So they like put down a little table. They put out like a little table and you would like sit at the table, and then occasionally maintenance people would just like walk in and then use the roof, or like use the ladder to go to the roof for some reason, because it was a maintenance closet. So they did just like actually put us, it's like an anime. What do you mean it's like an anime? But yes. So I was stuck in that room for a long period of time, against my will. Well, I guess against as much my will as possible. Or in the others were Harry Potter. I mean, roof access where you can have deep talks. We weren't allowed to go up there. We weren't allowed to go up on the roof. And dude, this is just making me furious. The dyslexia classes, too, don't even really help you. They just teach you how to write stuff in cursive. Did they learn your stuff in that room? It was... You know, maybe this was telling of my future, okay? Maybe this was telling of my future. And I should have realized this at the time. At the time, I should have realized this, but I didn't. Yeah, the room that they put me into, even better than putting me into that closet. Guess what that closet looked like? Guess what the inside of that closet looked like? I'll let you guys... You guys care to hazard a guess? Based on my experience, you guys care to hazard a guess at what it was? It was a room with white painted cinder blocks and a white floor. I should have realized this, bro. I should have realized. And was I at the top of my class? Yes. But, like, I should have realized this. I should have taken that as a sign. I should have taken that as, like, a direct sign of things to come. The lore is all coming together. I've been in an insane asylum for my entire time. But, again, this was in middle school, not elementary school. In elementary school, they just shoved us in, like, a small office, for lack of a better word. At this point, you just discovered the room you were put in, and when it can't load, yes, it all adds up. So they just, like, left us in this deprivation chamber room and would just force us to write cursive all day. So we would just, like, write cursive all day. All day. All day. All day. It would just be me, and the 4 other people all writing cursive. And that's all we did. We love the American education system in this house. Anywho. This has to be illegal. Oh, dude, you'd be surprised what they do to people who are special needs. Anyways, look at the guy, it's Spinny. Are you good at writing in cursive now? I know how to, I just don't. How did the other kids feel about that class? Fine, I guess. No one really particularly liked it. I don't know, like, no one particularly liked or disliked it. So, yeah, that was my experience, and I forgot how we even got on this point, or this topic. But, could you write in cursive? Yes, of course I can write in cursive. I could write in cursive before they forced me in that class, and then I still had to write in cursive. Didn't even learn anything. It was great. Without that, we wouldn't have gotten right. Yeah, I would have been a perfectly normal, adjusted member of society. I would have found someone to marry, a nice husband or something, husband or wife or they friend or something, and then things would have just gone right. But instead, because they put me in that white room, I'm a VTuber. Anyways, I'm just gonna make sure all these are tightened down. Your future husband will show up one day. Yeah, my future husband or wife, or or partner, whatever. Anyways, let's get this coin touched. I had my 2 oldest learn cursive. Well, I'm glad that we all got to meet you. Yeah, me too. Sorry, I was just face palming. If you know the story of the ugly duckling, do not let them define who you are and what you can. A future robot companion would be nice. Yeah, I'll get right on that. Okay. So now that we have this, it's going to be off to the side because we don't need it for the moment. We are going to do some software. We're going to do some nice, calming, relaxing software. I feel like you face-palmed really hard earlier. No. Okay. So it turns out we might need 4 ESPs for this, by the way. But that's future us's problem. Relaxing and calm, yes. Yes, now gaslighting. Please don't gaslight me. Please don't gaslight me. Please don't gatekeep me. Okay. Not you. What? Hi, I'm just popping in for a minute. What are you building? Hey, useful reptile. We are building a monster maker for chat to see who can raise better monsters. They're going to fit inside these little boxes, and then, they're gonna fit inside these little boxes, and then they're gonna fight each other. We're doing various physical things to train them up. So we're gonna have, like, a math center. We're going to have a centrifugal force, like NASA, like, simulator type thing. And then we are also going to have a spa for it to relax in. Yes, that is correct, useful reptile. That's what we do here. We make monsters. We do our best. Anywho. Time to start programming. I wish I knew how to program. One day I'll figure it out, though. Just wait until I figure out how to program. Sometimes I feel like a monster. Oh, give me just 1 second. I do need a 4th ESP for this project. Okay, gonna need a 4th. 1 sec. Okay, I am back. We are Gouda. Crack open a cold one. No, I can use a already used one. I have 3 songs in my playlist called Monster now. Oh, that's pretty cool. My playlist is a little all over the place, but that's okay. Anyways, programming. I need to start with the communication code and then branch from there, is what I should do. Okay, so let's see. Crack open a lukewarm one. It's okay, we can warm it up using our hand warmers. Wait, how do these work, by the way? Because I have never used one of these before in my life. Mine is very eclectic, too. Dude, I love the word eclectic, by the way. Please tell me that's not the case. Please. Oh, hold on. Let me just check real quick. Let me just check real quick that you guys aren't doing anything this. Oh no, okay, we're good. We're good. Okay. Don't open the fabric? Okay, I will not open the fabric. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Anyways, coding. We need to code. 27th, and boop, boop, and boop. Alright, let's lock in. Unless you're making thermite. I'm not making thermite. Okay. So again, this is our code that is just designed to talk with Twitch. We need to essentially make a entire scorekeeper and like server for everything to talk to that we are going to use for our like full solution. So essentially, we are going to need 4 microcontrollers. So 1 is for our centrifugal force machine, 1 is for our main server or thing that keeps track of the scores, and then the last one is the last 2 are going to be for the monsters. So 1 for the monster, 1 for the other monster. And again, you guys are being divided up into teams. Yeah. I want Team A or 2. I was debating making Team 1 or Team A. Alright, code connects to Twitch, and then if we send our little test message to see if we're able to receive and send stuff, it should be good. Let's just go ahead and... Test message worked. Very good. Awesome. Okay, so given the fact that the test message worked, we can start pseudocoding the rest of the implementation, or just dive right into the coding portion. Jean's not here, right? She can't. She's not here. So she can't judge us for our bad coding. Int scores and bores and world tours and mores and doors and chores. I'm sorry, I kind of got distracted. Good programmer, not here. I can write bad code now. Exactly. So essentially, we have to make something that is able to process our code pretty quickly. It needs to be able to process the cross communications that are going to be occurring. So this guy is going to essentially only be running this. It is only responsible for running the processing. So we don't want this at all. We'll still have it be like super small, but that is just so it doesn't do anything weird. Okay. So what we essentially need to do here is we need to set up our code to support 2 different monsters and their scores. Their scores are going to be a combination of different stats, a combination of how much training they have done. There are 3 or 4 categories of training. This includes math skill. Or I guess we'll just call it intelligence. We'll just call it intel, because I can't spell intelligence. What's the 4th category? The 4th category is going to be like motivation. So it has intel. It is going to, which is just how smart it is. Whatever, I'll just use intelligence. Intelligence, how smart it is. It's centrifugal force training, so it's like spinny. Okay, I need a better name for it. Centrifugal multiplier. So we have a centrifugal force multiplier, and then we have a SPA multiplier. Windmill score? Okay, we'll do windmill. That's fine. Windmill score. Because it spins. That makes sense. Okay, so we have intelligence, windmill scores, SPA multiplier, and Goku Spirit Bomb, lend me your energy category. So the Goku Spirit Bomb, lend me your energy category is going to be done through channel point redeems. So you guys will be able to cheer on your you'll be able to cheer on your desired monster with channel redeems. So it's going to be those 4 things. Oh, so this is going to be a channel point sync then? No, not necessarily. Raise his hands up. Yeah, exactly. You guys got to raise your hands up. Okay, so I'm actually going to be using doubles here. The reason why is because I am worried. I'm worried in general about overrunning this. Yeah, I think we'll run doubles and hope for the best. Okay, double. Intel 1. Double. Intel 2. Well, it's 2 a.m. and I have a headache, so my minute is up. I'm going to take a shower now. Have fun with the Monster Maker build. Thank you so much. I hope you have fun with your stuff with the shower. Okay, so we have our double, and then double, windmill 1, windmill 1. Hold on. The spacing here is going to bother me if I don't fix it. Oh, that's very good to hear, Mr. Useful Reptile. Or Mrs. Windmill 2. Double, SPA, won't. SPA score. I like SPA score 1 better. SPA score 1. Double, SPA score 2. Reptile is quite cool. He breathes fire. I thought the only thing that... I could be wrong, but I was under the impression the only thing that could breathe fire was the bombardier beetle. Is any other animal capable of doing such things? I'm procrastinating, aren't I? Bye. Okay, see you later. Okay, so... No, I've done fire breathing. Right, like by swallowing gasoline and then spitting it up, right? Or is it gasoline or like lighter fluid? Um, no, it's not gasoline. No gasoline. This Python assessment's been crushing me for the past few days. I don't know what's wrong with it. What are... Gasoline is toxic? Wait, so what do people use then? It, like, has to be something that's... Is it lighter fluid? Anyways. Double... Okay, so what is the liquid then? Spirit energy. Spirit energy. One. Hold on, I'm gonna make the spacing good on this. You know, we make good looking code here. Don't mind that I'm using spaces. We don't talk about that portion. Double spirit energy to equal. I guess we could just do spirit, but it's too late now. Okay, so I do want all of these guys to be sorted down to a 1, just so that they are predefined, so we don't have to worry about it. I always use aviation gasoline. The lead helps soothe the throat. Yeah, and also gives a super sweet, like, satisfying taste, right? Right? Lead's delicious. Delicious and nutritious. No, Brink, don't be worried. Again, lead is delicious. Okay, so spirit energy 1, spirit energy 2, double. Total score 1 equals 1. Double total score. We'll call it battle power. Battle power level. How about power level? Power level 2. Power level 3. Okay, so we are only going to have 2 bots running. Partially because I only have 2 takeout containers. So I'm a level with you guys. I'm gonna keep it $1.50 with y'all. I only have 2 takeout containers. Did I tell you guys how I got these takeout containers, by the way? Like, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Very important aspect of oil is that it's not flammable. You either need a vapor or mist for it to catch fire. That means it won't set on your fire mouth automatically. That's fair. Fascinating story incoming. No, it's not a fascinating story. I just went out with my mom and we got food and then we took home leftovers and it came in these things. And then I had two containers left over. So it wasn't like fascinating or anything. I only had 2 of these though. That's the only reason I had anything resembling dishware. Was it tasty food? Dude, it was debatably some of the best food I've ever had. Everything there was absolutely delicious. It was great. The meat was great. The sides were great. The dessert was great. It was probably some of the best food I've had. It was a little expensive. Actually, it was very expensive, but it was good. I got nerd sniped into doing a fire safety rant. Me, safety, the world will end soon. Yeah. Is my mom a dolphin or a human? What is the canon? What is the canon on this channel? I think the canon on our channel is that we are human hybrid dolphin and then... Anyways, time to go for real now. Okay, see ya forever. We'll never see him again. And he left forever. Oh, thank you so much for following Useful Reptile. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good time for however long you are here. Back to code. Back to Mr. Coding. No, come back. Okay. So we need to get our we have our power level set. We have power level 1, power level 2, spirit energy 1, spirit energy 2, spell 1, spell 2, windmill 1, windmill 2, so on and so forth. So what we need to do is we are essentially going to continually run something that is both looking for new messages. So it's looking for new Twitch messages, and it's going to be calculating our current state. Actually, do we have to calculate state every time? Okay, we're talking about cycles here, though. That doesn't particularly matter. I was gonna say the power cycles don't really matter in this, or in the processor cycles. So in... okay. I think we'll still run the calculation just to be careful. So power level 1 equals... Because I'm going to have to do this regardless. I want mac and cheese now. Oh, dude, mac and cheese does sound very good at the moment. Though, unfortunately, I've already eaten today, so no mac and cheese for me. Right, so windmill, spa square, spirit energy. Just had mac and cheese and chicken. That does sound pretty good. Anyways, okay, same thing. Then, oh, thank you so much for following you. Eon Mew? Eon Mew? Eon forever and Mew as in small? What else does Mew go for, though? Honestly, I don't know what the Mew part is. I think the Mew can be multiple different units. But I do not fully understand that name. Oh. Okay, so we are going to, friction? Maybe. Okay. So, one thing that I definitely want to be doing here is, unfortunately, you guys won't be able to control the server. So, we are going to be parsing, and then... Let's go ahead and set our parser here. So, you guys are going to have access to some messages, but not all messages. So, the thing that you guys are going to have access to is... So, you guys are able to see the score states. So, in text index of score 1. Monster 1. Less than or equal to, put the little brackety boy there, and -1. Put this here, and then send, send Twitch message. It worked. Here's Monster 1's score. Dingbat. Oh. And then send Twitch message R double. So that would be power level 2. So this will allow us to keep track of our power levels as they increase over time, so you guys will know roughly where you guys are at. Let's see. And then 2. And then 2. So those are the only things that you guys will have access to. Monster 2 score. Monster 2's 1's score. Okay, let's go ahead and compile. I think that's wrong. Why do I think this is wrong? Oh. Let me just put this in a stir. Put that there. Put this guy here. Put this guy here. And cute Pokemon. I'm sorry, what? Wait, what? What do you mean by a cute Pokemon? Mew. Oh, yes, definitely. I know it's something simple. I know it's something simple. Okay, baller. And then real quick, I'm just gonna throw like... You could be a cute Pokemon if you want to, right? Is there actually any dolphin Pokemon? I'm trying to think if there is a dolphin Pokemon. I know there's a shark Pokemon. Is there a dolphin, though? There's a seal. There's Spiel. There's seal. There's Dugong. Hold on, I'm trying to think. We're trying to think here. We're multi-track thinking. Finizen? Finizen. Oh, he looks like a happy little guy. Yeah, that's... There is that superhero dolphin one. Oh, okay, nice. Okay. So the rest, however, so we are going to give you guys access to this, but we do not want to give you guys access to the commands that are used to modify the score. Boop. Is Finizen Finish? It could be Finish, you know, given it into the thick of it. Alright, so we can go ahead and test this guy to make sure that our monster scores are coming across and that you guys can access these. This is the only thing that you guys will be able to access, however. And then... we'll have to make the nick also work. There's a bot here. Yes, it is. It is in fact me. I was the bot the whole time. Okay, so if I type Monster 2, we should get its score. And then, wow, what a twist. The whole time, yes, I was a bot the entire time. I was actually just a large language model, believe it or not. Yeah, I'm actually just ChatGPT. Anyways. Let's go ahead and figure this out. And... Nick... IRC message dot nick dot... Wait, is it dot nick? Yeah. Dot nick... Index of Oriana Aura. Oh, okay. You can have a cookie. Wait, I need 20 to 30 seconds, guys. I'm gonna run a quick ad break. I need a quick second to grab something. I need some water. Give me a moment. Okay, sorry about that back. Okay, I think the ad break should be over in just about now. Also, let's switch music. I want to switch music. Okay, better. That's a short ad break. Wait, Wait, are you guys back from ads? You guys are back from ads, right? I think that was about a minute. IDK, I'm subbed. What ads? I am. Okay. Good to know that, Con. There are no ads. IDK, I can't see ads. Okay. Okay. Anyways, so all of our code does appear to be okay. What we are going to take from this guy. It did hilariously coincide with an ad break. Oh, you can actually toggle when you want to take an ad break, so that's normal. Okay, so monster index is looking okay. We want monster 2, monster 1, and then we are gonna have to write the server for it. Okay. So what I would like to do here is, essentially make sure that the username is myself, because I want to be the only one to be able to access it. One thing that I'm also going to do is actually, before anything else, inside of the logic, I'm going to check and force it, essentially. I'm going to be saving some cycles by just running the comparison up front, and only have to run it once instead of having to run it for every single possible command, because it's going to take time, especially when parsing a string. Alright. There we go. That is not great. That is not great, but that shall do. Oh! Okay. Also... What? Darn it! What was it? What was it? There was something I was looking forward to. What was it? There was something that was on my mind. There was something that was on my mind. Think. We're thinking. It wasn't YouTube. It wasn't World of Warcraft. Oh, yeah, I was debating starting a RuneScape character on stream. And playing that on Saturdays. But I'm not sure if that would be enjoyable content or not. So, I want to add you on it. Want to add me on what? RuneScape? Could someone please type... hold on, I actually need to... Yes, I play RuneScape. Oh, nice. Do you play old school RuneScape? Okay. If someone could please type test message once the bot reconnects to see if you guys are able to trigger it or not, I would be appreciative. Do we sack a hand warmer? Open here. Test message. Yes. Flip test message. I actually don't know what that would do. Okay. So, bot, and then I should be the only one able to trigger it. Awesome. Okay. So, what we're going to do, because I am bored of coding, because I'm a bored noodle, what we are going to do is I want to double check that we're going to be able to sense the temperature change on our controllers. So, how do I activate these? How do I activate these? Shake to activate. Like, wait. How do I know? How much do you have to shake it to activate it? Shake and knead it a bit? Aggressive shake. How do I know if it's working? I guess it will get hot. What are we building? Hello, Joko. So we are currently trying to build a little monster maker simulator thing. I'm currently trying to get this hand warmer heating up. I don't know how to heat it up more. Hold on. I have an idea. I usually knead it more than I shake it, but you know, it's working when it heats up. Okay, well this is good. Okay. Okay, so, now that we have this, I just need to make sure that our sensor can detect it while it's not directly inside of it. Okay. So let's go ahead and make sure that our sensor is going to work. How do we want to run this guy? Hold on, thinking. So again, they won't be able to go directly inside of the machine. The reason why they'll have to be outside of the machine in the first place is because this guy, I don't want the power to get undone from it. I like to use hand warmers to start soda can forages. What? Anywho. Okay, it kind of feels warm. This kind of feels warm, I guess. This feels warm enough. Anyways, let's get going. But yes, so we need to make sure our heat detection's working. Gonna get this guy plugged in. Soda can forage, small crucible to melt soda cans. I guess that's fair. Okay, so are we gonna have to do... Okay, first I might actually have to attach this guy over. Hold on. So the idea is that it's gonna go under. So it's like incubating, and then we want our temperature sensor working. So we have our ground. Ah, no. We have our ground, our V, and actually we don't technically need that hooked up right now. It just needs to be in the container. See, the problem is I don't think this guy's gonna heat up enough. Okay. I am gonna need to connect you. And then we are going to have to run some test code. Okay. I made a knife out of a 6-pack of beer once. Oh, I've never had beer. Or really any alcohol. Well, actually, I've never had alcohol, but that's okay. Anyways, this guy should get... Maybe I'll be allowed to drink one day. I am allowed to drink, for the note. There's gotta be a way to make this hotter quicker. Okay, this should be hot enough. Yeah, fire. Yeah, I was gonna go with that, but I figured that would be dangerous and I wanted to be safe. I wanted to put it on a stove, but then plastic on stove doesn't really work out. Okay. Tools, serial monitor. Alright, and then application capture, application switch over to our temperature tracker. Alright, let's go ahead and see if this guy's working. So temperature should be slowly rising. Oh man. That is slow. That is so slow. Hold on, let me wrap it in it temporarily. Like, I just, like, put you in there. There. Does anyone recall what temperature we need to go up to? I guess it doesn't particularly matter so long as it is a higher temperature. Yeah, that did it. Yeah, but I can't just, like, hold it in place. Hello, Ori. Hope your day is going well. My day is going just dandelions, thank you. 29 to 35. I mean, it's climbing pretty quick. Okay, so temperature will be able to go up, and then let me just take it off of the heat real quick. I mean, technically, in the spa, it doesn't have to have its lid on. So I could just surround it. Hold on. Let me get it to base temp first. Let's go ahead and get this guy back to base temperature. Sorry, I'm just, like, blowing on it. So it will go down in temp quicker. Honestly, it should dissipate pretty quickly on its own. Okay, so we'll essentially check our temperature and always be making sure that it goes above a certain threshold and then be adding the score into it. Okay, so my thought is the following. For the spa treatment, if it goes above a certain temp and, like, a threshold, it begins to add to it, and the hotter and hotter it gets, the better it is. So the better, like, the more that you heat it up, like, it's going to be a slow starter, but the more that you heat it up, the better it gets. Could go the other way. Ice Pokemon. Yeah, I guess we could go the other way and have ice Pokemon. So use Thermite instead of hand warmers. Got it. Well, no. Anyways. These are warm. I like these. I like these a lot. Anywho. Because I'm usually kind of cold. Okay. So the hot tub sauna approach to spas. Got it. Yes, that's the purpose. That is why it's called a spa. Okay. So temperature thing's going to work. So essentially above 30 degrees centigrade, it will begin to accumulate score. As it gets hotter and hotter, it will accumulate more score. The way that we are going to have it accumulate scores, and the same way that this guy is going to be accumulating scores, is that as this guy is moving, or as this guy is moving, depending on the speed, so long as it's faster than the pull of gravity, which we can calculate by the following formula. So if you take these scores here, let me just unplug it real quick. Let me just unplug it. So if you take the square of each of these and then square root it, you'd get 9.81, or approximately 9.81. So it will be the same way. So if it's over 10, we'll have it also slowly increase out. So the idea is the following. So you can put it in the spa, and it's a slow starter. Like, it's a slow starter to train it. But once it gets there, it starts accumulating bonuses on bonuses on bonuses. If it just sits in the spa forever, it will accumulate bonus. And this guy is just going to come up to speed immediately and start spinning out points for you. Is how this is going to work. So that's what we're going to be checking. And then the quiz stuff is also going to be entirely done through software. Okay, no problem. Give me 37 to 87 minutes, guys. If it sits in the spa too, how long will it dissolve? I don't think it's going to dissolve or anything. But I could be wrong. Okay. Moving onwards and upwards. Close enough to what I said. Apologies. It is difficult for me to pronounce things. Okay, that's a stepper code. The stepper code's on its own. Okay. So in order to do all of this, what we're going to have to do is the following. We are going to have to take a sample every second, we'll say. So the way that this is going to work is there'll be an update every single second on its current score. So it will spin super rapidly, right? But it's only going to take one measurement. So as it spins, it technically doesn't matter as long as you spin it at the exact right second, but we're not going to care about that. What am I thinking? I'm trying to think of the method that we're going to be harvesting it. Okay, so our method for harvesting is it's going to spin in the circle. After it spins in the circle, it is going to harvest the acceleration data. After getting the acceleration data, it's going to send the data over. And then if it's over the margin, it will add to the score, else it won't. And then that will have to talk back and forth. So that means we need to make the slave device process this. It needs to process, just needs to process this and our quiz scores. And then it needs to process which mode it's doing. I guess I can... Do you guys want it to be able to answer quiz questions? And do you want it to be able to train intelligence and sit in the spa at the same time? And spin and train at the same time? Or how do we want to approach that? No. No, it doesn't get to. Choices are important. Okay, choices are indeed important. Then it will only get to do one at once. That means if you can do everything at once, it's just optimal, right? Yes. Yes, I believe so. Okay, so given that information, we are just going to leave it on singular. How are we going to adjust for this then? That just means we need to write. Dude, we have to write so much code. I don't like writing code. Code's stinky. That's okay. Let's get this guy open. So the main slave code is just going to be the Wi-Fi connection and then the acceleration data. Okay. If doing, not if doing, yeah, frick code. Exactly. We don't like code here. I say that as we code. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this guy open. So again, this is a similar message, except this is going to be our main slave function. So this guy isn't necessarily going to be time related. But it's probably going to have to now that I think about it. So it is essentially going to be running every... the idea is such. Connect to Twitch. First we connect to Twitch. Monster code. Connect to Twitch. Every 1 second, pull the current state. Kind of feels like I'm the only one you read differently. Is it the way I write? I don't know. I don't think so. I think I read everyone's messages roughly the same. I could be wrong on that. Okay, so every 1 second we are going to pull the current states. If states are above the threshold, add in the score. Okay. Okay, so if states are above the threshold, add in the score. Every 1 second, every 1 second we pull the current states. If it's above it, we add it to the score, and then we move on with our lives. And then, what else do you guys need to be able to control on the monster code? What training activity are you currently doing? I'm debating if I want to... Yeah, no. Okay. We'll make the training activities for what you're currently doing just set this way. So our training activities that we are currently doing, that is the spa, windmill, and the quiz. Do we get to imagine they fly and are purple? I mean, you could. I just might misunderstand the mechanics of the game. I'm just saying the best choice and then is a clear answer. If not, it's just power up all skills at once. That is true. Do you ever spin in your chair and pretend you're a Beyblade? I mean, I sometimes cover myself in ragu and pretend I'm an earthworm. But I can't really say that I spin in my chair and pretend I'm a Beyblade. Can't say I've done that. Not really a big Beyblade fan. You what? We all have our quirks. Exactly, we all have our quirks. Spin, yes. Beyblade, no. I do just spin in circles, but anyways. Essentially, this is going to be our main function. It's going to be pulling once a second, so I am just going to put a delay on this guy. We are going to have to run actual calculations in the future to figure out how long this takes, but for right now, we're just going to put 1 second. If it's in a laggy state, as long as it's fairly laggy. By not fairly laggy, as in, by fairly laggy, I do not mean that it's, like, extremely slow. I mean that the lag is equally distributed between both. Okay. So, given that information, we want to pull the state every second. And then instead of this, what we are going to do is we are going to have to make a state. So int state of activity equals 0. 1 spa, or 1 spin. 1 is the windmill opportunity. 1 is the spa, or 2 is the spa. Actually, 3 is the spa and 2 is intel. 2 intel. Okay. So essentially, we want to know what type of activity we're doing, so we don't want to pull all of the data all at once. That is just the way we're going to appropriate this. So no cold Pokemon? No, I don't intend to make any cold Pokemon in this current iteration. Okay, so int the state of activity is looking quite okay. We have our windmill, and then I think that's good. Okay, so what I think we're gonna do is I am actually kind of feeling a little McDone today. So I think we are going to end up here, and we will continue this on Wednesday. So yeah, I think I'm going to wrap stream here. Is there anyone you guys would like to raid today, by the way? Or anything along those lines. If not, it's probably Avo, because I like Avo. I think we will go with Avo, unless you guys have anything, anyone in particular. It's Friday. Wait, Avo's not streaming right now, is she? Avo's not even streaming right now. Okay, I'm crazy. Okay, I'm actually just crazy. Is Avo live? No. My GUI was not clearly updating. I do like avocados, though. Yeah, me too. Okay, let's just raid Slab. We haven't raided Slab in a while, and they're doing, like, an event. So, let's go ahead and raid Slab. I don't have a raid message, so I'll just put raid message for the raid message. Raid message. Okay. Okay. Let's go ahead and send this guy out. And thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I'll be streaming again on Wednesday. I hope you guys are able to have a good afternoon, evening, or night, wherever you guys are at. on whatever you guys are doing. So, yar. Yeah, that's it. Have a very good... Oh, thank you, Shinsta, for redeeming posture check. Have a very good afternoon, evening, or night, guys. I appreciate it. All right, see ya.